It wasn't much, but it gave my family a place to call home and to build our future. Over the past decade, the future has slipped away. Life is becoming more expensive. Over the past 20 years, Toronto's population has grown by 35%, but affordable housing hasn't kept up. The result? Life is getting too expensive for families. A one-bedroom apartment now costs more than $2,400 a month. That's $1,000 more than a decade ago. That's tough. Young people are giving up on the dream of home ownership. Toronto is a world-class, vibrant city. We are a global beacon of hope for families. They're all coming to Toronto. They want to build a better future for themselves and for their children. But whether you just moved to Toronto or lived here all your life, everyone needs a safe and affordable place to call home. That's why, as mayor, to make life more affordable, I've been laser focused on building more homes faster. Thanks to the Premier, last year we got funding, a big check that I've kept in my office, and we set a target of building hundreds of thousands of homes. Our target is 65,000 affordable homes, and we're halfway there. We've reached a new development, we've created a new development review division. We sped up the approval by 80%. We are cutting red tape, but it's not enough. Last year, Toronto built 31,000 homes, exceeding our target by 51%. That's why we have that big check. This year, building is slowing with just 21,000 new homes started last year. But we know more than 300,000 units have been approved. They're just sitting there in the pipeline. But with interest rate high, inflation, home builders can't afford to build. The math doesn't work for them. So last December, I waived all development charges and was able to unlock 8,000 homes because we want to live within our financial means. And the shovels have hit the ground, which is great. That's almost 3 times more homes than what Mississauga and Vaughan have done combined. There are another 25,000 units sitting in the pipeline with applications from 70 home builders. They're ready to go, and we've approved it, and we know who they are, and they are shovel ready, and we can start building tomorrow. Now, we're very encouraged to hear from Prime Minister Mark Carney that he's going to cut development charges by 50%. He's making building affordable housing a priority and will make municipalities whole. Toronto is ready. Let's get building now. And having a partnership with 3 levels of government is perfect. At City Council, we're also making life more affordable by getting Toronto moving by investing in public transit. For the 2nd year in a row, we froze fares on TTC to keep it affordable while increasing service. How come we were able to do that? It's because of the New Deal from Premier Ford. We will have also subway cars on Bloor Danforth Line 2, part of the New Deal. The current federal conditions required a competitive procurement. But with Ottawa's support, if they're willing to do it, we could build these subways, cars, in Thunder Bay. And it'll be faster also. So we're hoping they would cooperate. We're also helping to get Toronto moving with 6-minute streetcars, rapid buses. We are looking forward to even more options for riders with the new, soon-to-be-open, Eglinton Crosstown. We can't wait. For drivers, there's nothing more frustrating than sitting in traffic. And occasionally I hear from the premiers that, we are stuck in traffic. Well, that is why we are tackling congestion with 100 new traffic agents to direct traffic and to prevent bad drivers from illegally blocking the intersection. We are coordinating and speeding up construction and moving it off the main street whenever possible. This kind of partnership, you can see it at the Gardner. We were able to speed up that construction by 1 year. This is what partnership is about. Finally, with inflation and now President Trump's trade war, the cost of groceries have simply become too expensive. A school food program would save a family with 2 children up to $900 a year. That's why we're expanding school food to save families money and make sure every child gets a mid-morning snack. 21 and 500,000 more kids are benefiting this year, and we're working to make the program universal by 2026, next year. Since Toronto can both purchase food, local food, and make life more affordable for families, it's good for the farmers too. We're doing our part to keep families and children from having to use food banks or go hungry. So we look forward to working with the federal and the provincial government to expand the school food program. Finally, once again, I want to thank Premier Ford and his caucus, his team, for his support. With the New Deal, a year and a half ago, Toronto received the much-needed funds to build more homes. With this big check, we can build even more. We are able to get Toronto moving through public transit investment, and together we are creating a safer, more affordable city. So thank you, Premier Ford, for this excellent partnership.